Hello. The purpose of the experiments you're about to see in this video is to determine if planetary bodies can have an effect on chemistry here on Earth. Around October 6th through October 9th of 2020, Mars was very close to Earth. Then, 1 year later, at around October 6th through 9th of 2021, Mars experienced an alignment with the Sun and was completely on the other side of the solar system, completely shielded as much as it could be from the night sky. At those two times, once in October of 2020 and then again in October of 2021, I performed an experiment where I combined water with ferrous sulfate, that is iron sulfate, and made a solution and allowed it to dry out in the presence of the night sky to determine if the crystal patterns were any different when exposed to Mars versus not exposed to Mars. The results of this experiment, although flawed, did suggest that under the presence of Mars, the crystalline pattern had more 90-degree angles and radial patterns. However, the experiment is flawed, mainly because of atmospheric humidity variations and possible pollen variations. Let's take a look at the results of the experiment. So, it occurs to me that if there was a very strong connection between Mars and iron, we might have heard some historical accounts of that, perhaps from blacksmiths that would say, well, if Mars is in the sky or this time of the year, whatnot, that's when we do our ironworking, or maybe we avoid ironworking at a certain time of the year because it makes the metal too brittle. That's the kind of historical information I need to really go anywhere with this hypothesis, because the way I see it, there is some effect on the crystals, but it could have been anything: pollen, atmospheric moisture, maybe even one's own consciousness. There's just too many variables. But when I think about astrology in alchemy, it's kind of been a thorn in my side because it puts you between the idea of predetermination and fate and free will, and it mixes those ingredients all around. And so there's three words I want to point out to you. You've got astronomy or astronomic, which simply is the tracking. I mean, this would be perfect for atheists because there is no assumptions. It is just the nuts and bolts of where the astrological bodies are, astronomical bodies, rather. It's the word nomic just means tracking or like accounting, numbers. And then you have astrologic, astrology. That's where the logos is the word for that, and it means logic or thought. You're trying to make something out of it based on what your observations are, tie things together. There seems to be truth to it in some cases, in other cases not. And then you end up having this situation where there's a groupthink, like take Mercury retrograde, for example. If everybody believes that things are going to go bad, what do you think is going to happen? Things are going to go bad because the belief system permeates society, and that becomes a thing in and of itself without any scientific backing. And then there's a third term I want to point out. It's called astrosophic. And this is a new field to study, astrosophic or astrosophy. And the word sophic means wise. So in this case, you're not really closed-minded to it. Sorry, airplane going by. We'll just take a look at this log real quick while that airplane goes by. All right. So astrosophic. The idea being it's a wisdom approach to things. And I don't know much about it, but my best thoughts on it now are be inspired, not entangled. So if the position of the planets inspires you, if knowing what's going on in the cosmos inspires you to do work, to do good things, to have fun, to go for a walk in the woods, inspired is good. Entangled, maybe not good. Because then you say, well, we can't go shopping today because of the planetary alignment, or we can't go take grandma to the hospital because of the planetary alignment. And it's like, don't do that. Be wise about it.